But Gabriel has something different. Gabriel is a genius.
It's you that he's really in love with, not her. Did you screw him? Did he screw you?
Oh, Rachel!
Oh, God!
We've got to talk. Rachel, listen.
Stay away from me.
No, I won't. You got it all wrong.
You slept with him. You married me, but you slept with Thomas.
It was years ago.
Our best man.
He is my friend.
What am I?
You know what you are.
No, I don't. I don't even know why you married me. You should have married Thomas.
Rachel.
You want him, you don't want me.
It was years ago.
That Greek holiday, is that where it all started?
Oh, we went on holiday. Where's the crime in that?
But you went together, the two of you. There wasn't anybody else, just you and him. That was all.
It was nothing.
Liar!
It was nothing, I swear!
You made vows to me, with him standing by your side. How could you do that?
Rachel, I married you
because you
I
couldn't
went...
marry Thomas.
Look, you're being silly.
Oh.
It's all over. That was in the past.
I'm getting out of here.
No, I'm sorry. I won't let you.
You make me sick. Why, Gabriel? Why? I lay awake all night wondering what was wrong with me.
There's nothing wrong with you.
But there must be. Look what I married. Look what I fell in love with.
Rachel.
You used me. You don't want a woman.
Rachel, you're getting all this out of proportion.
Are you gay? Tell me.
I'm a normal...
A normal what?
Normal man.
Like Thomas?
No, not like him.
But you slept with him. You said you did.
You're not making this very easy.
Why should I make anything easy for you after what you put me through? You dressed me up and showed me off. Posed with me. You made a speech about me.
I love you.
Liar. Did you tell him all about us? Did you say, oh, it wasn't as good as with him? Did you laugh about it?
No, I didn't.
I bet he thought it was a great joke.
Rachel, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, I know I have. I made the worst mistake of my life.
It's a love affair, is it?
Last night was.
What?
Oh, I don't think I could describe it.
Well, try.
It was like nothing on earth.
You mean it was hell?
You know what I mean.
Oh, well, maybe he's one step up from your usual fumblers.
I haven't fumbled since I was 13. Oh, I can't wait to see him. I'm going to get him in bed and eat him all up.
Keep something in reserve, you'll wear the poor man out.
Not much chance of that.
Oh, I can't bear it.
What can't you bear? I've been telling her about Thomas. She's excruciatingly jealous.
Really? I was offering advice.
I don't need it. I'm doing fine.
I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
Oh, he's charming, talented, witty, intelligent, cultured.
That's what she means.
And very, very sexy. Just my type.
I think I said the same thing about Mark.
You know, you should get out and enjoy yourself.
I'm past that stage.
Listen, if your marriage was a mistake, then forget it. End it now. But if it's a good marriage, no matter what the present circumstances, then it's worth fighting for.
I know.
So?
Is mine a good marriage?
Is it? You tell me.
You didn't have to phone me, by the way. I'd already made up my mind I was coming anyway. Coming for Lenny. I'm Ben, yes.
You mean it?
Yes. Trouble is, you see, Jimmy, is that she won't speak to me. And I've been banned from the house, remember? And the gardens. And the grounds. Persona non grata, that's me.
Get down on your knees and beg her to come back.
Oh, dear. Is that what you do?
You're the one who's been unfaithful.
Yes, I do know what to do.
Maybe she doesn't want you anymore.
Maybe she doesn't.
Oh, so that's it. All washed up.
No. If I want her back, I'll get her back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll make it work. I just need your help.
I don't think you're serious.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. I haven't been on the raz every night, surprisingly. I've been in that house, missing her, wondering where it all went wrong.
Mark, you know where it went wrong.
Anyway, if I turn up there out of the blue, she will not see me. I know her. I know what she's like. She's still a rat again. So, I want you to see her for me. Tell her I'm here. Tell her I want to talk.
Hello?
Hello, Gabriel, it's Thomas.
Oh. What do you want?
Nothing really. I'm just phoned to see how you are.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Look, I'm a bit busy at the moment. I better go.
Is everything all right? You sound strange.
I'm sorry. Look, thanks for inviting us the other night. It was really lovely.
I like cooking.
Yeah.
Rachel seemed a little strained.
No, she was perfectly happy.
She didn't say very much.
No, she enjoyed the meal.
Isn't she normally more sociable?
No, look, it was really, really nice.
Maybe she felt left out of the conversation.
No?
But you know how it is when old friends get
Yeah.
shared experiences, reminiscences. It can great.
Yes.
And there is so much we have in common. She must have felt excluded.
Look, stop it, Thomas. I know what you're doing. I don't want any of it.
What do you mean?
Look, it's all in the past. For my part, it was a mistake. Just forget it.
Gabriel, I can't forget.
Look, I have. Stay away from me.
It's contrary. It won't do a thing I tell it.
Word processors don't have brains. They only do as they're told.
Like me.
Not like you. These things are imbeciles.
Well, I keep pushing the buttons.
You don't push the buttons, you press the keys. Look, is Edward going to be long?
No, he shouldn't be. Look, does it know it's got keys?
It knows what we let it know. It's a machine.
It's a monster. You wouldn't show me how to use it properly, would you?
It's quite straightforward.
How long can you stay?
Do you want this saved to the hard disk or to a floppy?
I think Anne used a floppy.
Right.
And could you show me how to print it out afterwards? I hate doing the newsletter.
Oh, Rachel, hello. What a pleasant surprise.
I was at a loose end.
Oh, there's no need for you to do this.
Oh, well, I quite enjoy it, and I had some time, so...
Rachel's being a tremendous help, Edward. It's marvellous.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure.
Yes.
I've got quite a few letters I have to write.
Well, I can take dictation.
Oh, well, I'd be very grateful. Thanks very much. I won't keep you long.
He sent these.
He said he's sorry.
He might have told you that. He hasn't told me.
He's trying to find a way.
These are not what I've been waiting for.
He wants to see you, Lenny. He's sorry for everything he's done. He wants you back.
Has Sarah taken up with someone else?
He hasn't seen her. He's been at home doing some straight thinking.
So have I.
I'll give him a chance. That's all he's asking.
That's all?
Well, what else can he do? Unless you talk, you've got no future.
Maybe we haven't anyway.
But you've got to find that out. Even if you only have lunch together. Think of Ben.
Why should she? Mark didn't. He never thinks of anyone but himself.
He misses him.
Mark's like a lot of other men. He had his fun while you had his baby. The same thing will happen again.
It won't.
How do you know? You have his word, do you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, Lenny had more than that. She had his vows. And look how he's thrown them back in her face.
Why didn't he come here himself?
I said I'd help. I'm your friend.
You're a fool.
Where is he now?
He's at my place.
Right.
I'm very grateful to you, Rachel. Since we lost Anne, things pile up. There's always something.
You look tired.
Well, I'm not sleeping.
Neither am I.
Oh, what's wrong?
I don't know.
Well, is there anything I can do? I'm supposed to be able to give advice.
I don't know myself anymore. Or Gabriel. There's some kind of barrier between us.
Well, you haven't been married very long.
Well, that's why things should be clearer than not. I don't understand him.
Well, he's kind, he's talented, and he's self-indulgent.
Perhaps I'm too harsh.
Oh, Rachel, it takes years to get to know somebody. Don't try to rush it.
Do people change?
Well, in some ways. Sometimes things that seemed so important years ago don't seem important at all today.
But love stays the same.
Oh, it's so easy to fall in and out of love, especially when you're young.
But when you get married, you should be able to put the past behind you. It shouldn't affect the present.
No, but it does.
I married Gabriel because I wanted his life and mine to be combined. But I don't know. Perhaps that was naive. Everyone seems to have secrets. It's as though they need to keep a part of themselves out of reach. I don't know, perhaps that's the best way. Perhaps we should all have something we don't reveal.
Mum, I've got a problem. It's Rachel.
I thought so.
She doesn't feel at home here. She's bored with her work. She hasn't got any friends.
She's got you.
Well, yes. But
What, are you getting on each other's nerves?
went away. I mean, she went out early today. She's not needed at work till this afternoon. She's avoiding me.
Well, you've only been married a short time, darling. You've got to get used to each other.
We went to Thomas's flat last night with him and Charlie.
I know.
Well, did Charlie say anything?
Quite a lot. Nothing about Rachel.
Oh, well, maybe she didn't notice.
She only had eyes for Thomas.
He telephoned me this morning. He knew something was wrong.
Doesn't Rachel like your friends?
Yeah, she doesn't like him.
Oh? Any particular reason?
I don't know.
Well, is that what you've fallen out over?
She just doesn't like him.
You won't have to see him much, will you? This thing with Charlie's not likely to last.
Oh, I think it will last.
Why? He's too young for him.
Thomas, he doesn't easily let go.
Charlie does.
He could keep coming back. You know what he's like.
I'm not sure that I do.
Well, I know what he's like.
Naturally, you and he were close once. Relax now. Don't worry about it. These things work themselves out in the end.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up the light of his countenance upon you, grant you his peace, now and forever. Amen.
Edward. Are you all right?
I'm praying for the child, her baby. She was pregnant, Rachel. And no one said a prayer for it. Well, no one knew.
I see.
I was told in confidence. The doctor didn't want to tell the family. She was in the early stages.
Oh, how sad.
Yes, I had to go through the service. I wanted to say something. I felt it should have been acknowledged.
There was nothing you could say.
No. Not then. It's a secret that's been pressing down on me.
I'm sure she'd be grateful to you for the prayer.
Would she?
I'm sure she would.
She had so little, Rachel. An ordinary job, a small house, no one to come home to.
Well, there was her mother. She loved her. And those people at the funeral. She must have had friends.
Oh, no one close. She wanted so much more out of life. She deserved more.
At least she had a relationship with someone.
But it came to nothing. She didn't even see her child. It lived and died within her. No one to mourn it.
Perhaps the father mourns.
Oh, he does. I'm sure.
Do you know who he was?
She didn't say.
Does anybody else know?
Jessica does. But please don't say anything to anyone. Her secret died with her. Perhaps it was for the best. She didn't want to make it public. Well, she had her reasons. But I had to tell someone, and I know I can trust you.
Of course. It's so sad.
To death.
Yes.
It's a matter for the printers, isn't it? Hmm?
I don't want your flowers.
Oh, what?
I don't want your lousy lunch either.
I'll call you back.
I don't want you. I want a lawyer. And you should get hold of one as well, because that's the only way you'll ever see your son again. Through an intermediary, at a predetermined time and place. You can fit him in like you fitted in Sarah. You can arrange it, you're good at that. And sort out what you're going to pay. I'm going to take as much as I can get. And I won't be lenient. I won't be generous. I won't be forgiving.
No,
and
look.
if you do want to see me again, don't send a messenger. It shows me what a genuine 100% coward I married, and I don't want to be reminded. Here.
She was terrific, wasn't she?
Terrific. She was desperate. I've never seen her so unhappy.
She was passionate. She was... That is the woman that I married.
She'll be crying her eyes out now.
She was on fire.
She was, because you're hurting her.
Oh, she can handle it. She gives as good as she gets.
I don't know what you're doing it for. Why make her suffer?
Did you see her face? I thought she was going to hit me with it.
She should have done.
Oh, Jimmy, that is the sort of woman that I want. Admit it, she was bloody marvelous.
You love her. Why aren't you up at the house telling her you're sorry? Why aren't you begging her for another chance?
Because she wouldn't want me to. She didn't marry a wimp.
It takes guts to admit you're in the wrong, Mark.
I have never denied him in the wrong. I know I'm in the wrong. But she came round anyway. What does that tell you?
I wouldn't like to say.
It tells you she loves me. She'll come back. I've got nothing to worry about.
Tell me I've done the right thing. Oh, I've done the wrong thing. I know I have. But tell me I've done the right thing.
What?
I've told Mark I want a divorce. I've told him he can never see Ben again unless it's through a lawyer.
Well, have you been to Oxford?
No, he's here. He's with Jimmy.
Well, do you want a divorce?
No. He asked to see me, sent Jimmy round to the house. I should have listened to him, but Mum said... Oh, well, we both said things, but I got angry and I went to the cottage and told him I wanted a divorce.
Well, go and see him again and tell him you don't want one.
Oh, I don't know what I want. I wish I didn't feel so awful.
Oh, come here.
What's wrong?
She's seen Mark. They've had a row.
I'm sorry, Rachel.
She lost her temper, said more than she'd intended.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Have you talked to Dad?
No, I shouldn't have to go to him with my problems. I should be able to cope.
Well, you can, but he's there and he'd want to help, wouldn't he, Rachel?
I think Edward's got a lot on his mind.
Oh?
Yes, I went to help out at St. Luke's this morning. He's still upset about Anne. He thinks he let her down.
Why would he think that?
I don't know.
Look, I'm going to go home. I'm going to have a stiff drink. Then I'm going to calm down. Then I'm going to play with Ben and everything will be fine.
That's my girl.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I was scared you weren't going to come back.
I was so angry. I'm still shocked. That's not going to get us very far. I'm sorry. We haven't resolved anything, have we?
We will.
You want me to accept that you had a sexual relationship with Thomas. You want me to be okay about it, but I can't.
It was so long ago.
I hate the thought of the two of you together. I keep trying to convince myself that I don't, but it doesn't work.
Well, we never... I mean, we didn't live together. It was...
I know what it was.
No, you don't.
Then why does he still want you?
Doesn't.
Gabriel, he was all over you. I can't believe Charlie didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. We were talking about old times.
You might have been.
I was.
Gabriel, don't try to tell me that Thomas doesn't want you. He's infatuated. If you keep lying to me, I'll leave. I swear to God, I'll go right now.
Okay. Well, maybe he does want me. But I don't want him. And he knows that.
How does he know?
Because he telephoned me this morning and I told him.
Told him what? What exactly did you say?
I told him to stay away. Not to come near me again. I said I wasn't interested in him or in any other man, and I never would be. Rachel, it's the truth. I couldn't have made it any clearer.
Oh, my God.
Hi. We were just driving past and Thomas dragged me in to see you. I'd rather be in the pub.
Sorry, we should have telephoned. We thought you might like to join us for a drink. We're only going to the village.
Excuse me.
Has she gone to get her coat?
Or we can go somewhere else if you like. There's some nice country pubs on the other side of Market Cross. It's a bit stockbroke about, but... You coming?
What do you think?
Oh, well, take that as a no. I can have you all to myself, which I wanted in the first place. Come on.
Gabriel, please. Just come for a drink.
No.
Of course you did the right thing.
I made it worse.
Mark got what was coming to him. Don't you think so, Edward?
Well, I'm not sure. What about forgiveness and reconciliation?
Well, they're all very well in their place.
You two would never fight like that, would you?
Well, not now, but the fur flew when we were younger.
Oh, I don't believe it.
For a clergyman, your father had quite a temper.
Sweet these days, aren't you?
Well, sweet isn't a word that's often used to describe me.
No, I wouldn't call him sweet.
Rachel might. She's worried about you, you know.
Worried?
She says you're still upset over Anne.
Well, it was a tragic loss. All the people who worked with her were affected.
I didn't realize she meant so much to you. I didn't give her death much thought. I'm sorry.
Well, you've had enough problems of your own.
Well, it shouldn't have been Rachel who saw you were hurt. It should have been me.
Well, you hardly knew Anne.
Well, that's beside the point. I've been in the same house as you. I'll take more notice in future. You've always supported me whenever I'm unhappy.
Darling, that's what I'm here for.
I know, and I'm very grateful.
I don't expect gratitude.
Darling, you're looking rather tired. Why don't you go to bed early?
I think I will. I'm drained.
Come on.
Good night, Dad.
Night, my darling.
Night, sweetheart.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did you tell Rachel?
Nothing.
Then why does she think you're upset?
It's natural to feel sad when someone you work with dies.
To anyone else, she was only your secretary, an employee.
A colleague. We'd worked together for a long time.
Come on, you're over it now.
Jessica, we're not all automatons.
You have no right to talk to anyone.
I'm not stupid. I know how much I can say.
What? Talk to Rachel. She's nothing to you.
She was there. I needed to say a few words.
Not to her. Out of all of us, she knows the least. Tell her one thing, you risk telling her another.
I know when to stop.
You know nothing. You're a fool. You keep your secrets to yourself.
I want to believe you love me.
I've told you over and over.
But he walks in again tonight.
There's nothing I could do, not with Charlie standing there.
Which of us matters to you?
You know the answer to that.
Yes, perhaps I do. We told him to stay away, and a couple of hours later, here he is.
I told him. I was blunt. I was direct.
Perhaps he knew you didn't mean it.
I love you.
You loved him first.
No.
He doesn't come here for Charlie. He knows who he
But
wants.
he has to work through his own problems. I'm not responsible for him.
But that's just running away.
It's not.
Oh, God, this is no good. I just want things back the way they were. I wish he were dead.
He won't stay around here. He'll ditch Charlie and he'll go away.
What difference will that make? You'll still think about
I
him?
won't. I've changed.
Perhaps you have. That's the most awful part.
What does that mean?
I thought I knew you. And it turns out that I don't. Perhaps I'm artistic, too. I invented a man I wanted to marry, but he only existed in my imagination, and I mistook you for him.